Hi, this is Andrew with my newly dubbed channel Parallax Point. I have been gone for a while from this channel, and so I'm just doing a reboot. Probably going to be less bathtub videos too, but I wanted to talk about something that I feel is really critical to my growth. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I am experiencing or traversing in my own life. So everything I share with you, I do my best to share it from lived experience. So a big thing for me that I think a lot of people can relate to is when you start to outgrow things and situations and people, and you get very clear on what your highest aims are, and so clear that you just feel this fire roar within you when you think about it, that you've let go of enough doubts and insecurities and things that have muddied your vision, that it's just crystal clear to you what's the most important thing to you right now. And I found that when that does become crystal clear and you give yourself permission to follow it, to align yourself with it, to believe, to trust that it is yours, then things do start to align in really magical ways. The universe does respond to it in very unique ways that just tell you loud and clear, like, this is your path. This is, I hear you and I support you. However, what can happen sometimes too, what often happens, I feel, for me, is that what has happened that I want to outgrow is these tests come that challenge you, that are reflections of your old beliefs, your old life, and they can be extremely seductive. The easiest ones to outgrow tend to come up the first, I think, and they pose a little bit of a challenge, but you can kind of move past them fairly quickly. And the ones that you can move past the easiest, I think, are the ones that are more obviously ill-suited to you, things that you've been angry about or resentful and bitter about that you're just ready to be done with. Those tend to be the easiest things, I think. The hardest ones, I feel, for me to move past are the ones that are extremely seductive and that pretend to be the word safe havens comes up. And the thing is that these things or these situations or people were safe havens for you. And they did serve a very valuable purpose along your path. But the challenge is to leave them behind and keep going. Now, if you honor yourself, your integrity to your highest aims, and you keep going, I believe that those things that are meant to follow you will follow you. It's kind of a redundant statement to say that, but what's coming up for me right now is I just have to trust that if the connection is strong enough, then I can keep moving forward, and I know that that person or that situation is going to grow with me and continue on a path with me. But if I hold myself back because I feel like I need to be around those situations or people, if I hold myself back even out of a sense of love or compassion or maybe even feeling like I need to help them on their path, or feeling like they need to help me on my path, that there's something they have that I don't have, which we all have relative differences, different perspectives and viewpoints, different skill sets and strengths. So in a sense, there's always something we can learn on a relative level from each other. But you could say in a bigger picture point of view, when you're up-leveling, when you're going through death and rebirth, when you're transitioning into a new person, sometimes the most tempting things that hold us back are the things that had made us feel safe. And part of the growth is to recognize I don't need that anymore. I don't need that form of safety anymore. I have a higher level of safety, or a deeper sense of trust in myself and the universe. I don't need this person to protect me anymore. I don't need this person to be my caregiver anymore. I don't need to look up to this person as a fount of wisdom when I am developing my own sense of trust in myself, my own intuition, my own life experience. And so, what this really comes down to is, on a fundamental intuitive level, we know if something or someone is not right for us anymore. There will likely be a sense of frustration, a sense of angst. We feel our energy go down when we're around them, and when we separate, our energy goes up. There's just a knowingness on a deep level within us that this isn't working for me anymore. But the logical mind wants to come in and say, but they've done all these things for me. They've always been there for me. They've given me this. They've taught me this. They've helped me in this way. It'll go through our memory bank of all the examples of why we should keep them in our lives. And the thing is, that is just as egoic as saying, fuck you, you're an awful person, I'm out of here. And that, I want to say for myself, that latter anger is even better than the former if it still gives us the extra push we need to move to a new level. But it's not something that we should hold on to, because it still anchors us to that thing, that energy, that source. And we don't want to hold on to anger and bitterness. But it's really, I think, fundamentally not about being bitter and angry, or about wanting to hold on to something or someone that just doesn't align anymore. It's just about recognizing, I feel this isn't in alignment. I need to follow my higher alignment, trust myself, trust the universe, and trust that if this person is still meant to be in my life, that they will grow with me. And so there's not a sense of worry there. There's not a sense of fear around it. There's just like, I'm honoring myself, and I know that that which continues to align with me will still manifest in my life. And if it doesn't, key here, if it doesn't, that means it was not in alignment anymore, even if it was in alignment in the past. And that is hard, and there can be a sense of grieving to that. And if we don't honor that impetus within us to outgrow and move forward, we will imprison ourselves. We'll keep ourselves locked up, keep our potential hidden away. So I just wanted to share that. Thanks so much for listening. All right, take care.